Hi guys, welcome back to Nanye's Diary. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinenye Nwa. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Nnewi, Anambra State, Nigeria, who loves to create content on food, lifestyles, and vlog. So today's video is going to be a mukbang / story time. So you guys should grab your seats as we get started. Oh my goodness God! Like, hope you guys can see my food, like noodles, vegetables, and egg. And actually, this is my first time of eating noodles since this year. Like, I love the fact there are so many vegetables in my noodles. That's how I like to eat my noodles. And if you want to know how I prepare this particular recipe, you guys should go ahead and watch my three healthy ways of making Nigerian breakfast. It's there on my channel. Oh, so let's begin. And guys, also, I'm not taking soda since this year as well. So for this particular video, I'm going to be topping my noodles with a big bottle of rubber Fanta. So because since this year I started my weight loss journey again, my fitness and weight loss journey, I started it again. So today is like a cheat day for me. That's why I'm eating these noodles and a big bottle of rubber. So guys, before I start my story time, I want to first of all appreciate my father. I want to appreciate him so much for what he has done for me, right from the day I was born till this day. I want to appreciate him. Like, he has been my backbone, he has been my strength, he has been everything to me. I want to really appreciate him today. Like, I want to appreciate him for all he has done for me, because there's a lot of stories surrounding my birth. So I want to really appreciate him for all he has done for me up until this day. And yeah, it's been long though. Noodles, I've missed you so much. So I don't know how you like your indomie to be made. Do you want it with vegetables or no vegetables, or fried egg or boiled egg? Whichever one. All of them, they are all on my channel. It feels good. It feels so good. It feels so good. So yeah. So my story time goes like this. I will tell you guys the story of gas explosion. How God saved me from gas explosion. How God saved me from gas explosion. And we know that burns is not something to joke with. Burns are not something to laugh with. Like, God, I don't know how it happened, but actually I don't know. Like, I need to thank God for this particular day that I'm sitting down here filming this particular video. Despite my imperfections, God showed me mercy. God showed me kindness. God showed me love. I don't know how to begin to explain this. Yeah, and I don't know how to begin to explain the love God showed me on that particular day, because you know how people that lives with burn, people despise them, people just feel irritated, maybe the sight of the burns and all. So on that fateful day, it happened last year, December, 2020 December. That day was a very good day for my family. My cousin was getting married that particular day, and yeah, everybody was getting ready, doing stuff, running around and all. So then I decided to go and do something in the kitchen. I can't even remember what I went to make in that kitchen, like what I wanted to cook. So yeah, sorry, I wanted to use the oven. Yes, I wanted to use the oven. So when I now lighted the oven on, and I went to put in my chicken, because I wanted to grill chicken that day. So with my chicken, so when I now lighted the gas on, the knob was not turning, and there's no way I could put it off, even lower the light and all. He now told me that's nothing, he doesn't know about it and all. I said, okay, so when I'm done grilling this chicken, and yeah, I needed to put off the light, but there's no way I could do it. So, and there's no way I could do it, and the gas is on. We need to go for my cousin's trad, because everybody's almost ready. Like me, I was like, let me just grill this chicken, because we had visitors. So I was like, let me just grill this chicken at the same time and keep it ready before they come. and head over to go and dress up for the triage. So when I'm done grilling the chicken, I don't even know how to. There's nothing I could do because I can't even lower the light. I can't even put it off. And I asked him again, when did this thing start? And he said that he didn't even know. Like he didn't even know. I was like, okay. So actually, let me just say, actually it's my fault. Yeah, actually it's my fault because I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't thinking right at that moment because all was on my mind was how to put off that gas. So I wasn't thinking right. And I told him, okay, because assuming I was thinking right, what I did, I couldn't have even done it. But that's why I said, like, this is just messy upon my life that particular day. If not, by now, I don't know how my body would have looked like. Some of you guys must not have known Nehe's diary. Some of you people must not have seen my videos up till now. So I don't know. That's why I said it's just messy. God showed me mercy. God showed me mercy on that particular day, 30th December. It was a whole lot for me because after the whole thing, I was shivering. So I wasn't thinking right, as I said. And I told the guys, okay, for us to put off the gas. So that was what my mind just told me. Now, wow. So as I was saying, that was what my mind was telling me. I should go and put it off from the cylinder. And I told him to go and do it first. So actually, we needed to because I was already using the burner, as in the top burner of the gas. I was already using that as well while I was boiling the chicken. So I told him for us to, because the kitchen was getting so hot because there's nothing in the oven again. So the oven was just sitting for no reason. So I was like, okay, let's just go and put it off from the cylinder and know what next to do. So the guy now went and put it off. And then, yeah, because once you put the gas off, everything will go off. So I was thinking it was electric cooker that we were using at that moment. I didn't like so many things I didn't even recall. I don't know. But at that moment, I wasn't thinking right. I don't know how it happened, but I wasn't thinking right. Because assuming I did, I wouldn't have done what I did. So when he was done putting off the gas from the cylinder, so after like 5 minutes, and I asked him to go and put it back on so I can be able to use the top burners. So when he now puts the gas back on, so immediately I lighted the gas on. Everything went in flames. Oh my goodness, it turned down on me like. And that day, I don't know. Every time I'm saying like this, God's mercy. Every time I want to light the gas, I normally stay in front of the gas. But that particular day, I don't know what made me to just stood by the side like this. So I was not by the side. I wasn't facing the gas directly. I was now standing by the side of the gas cooker. So when I immediately lighted the gas, it now exploded. Boom, fire everywhere. Even the oven now, the flames just pulled the oven out. Ha! I don't even know. So the flames now pulled the oven out. Fire was coming out from even top burner now caught fire at the same time. I ran out immediately because I was like, God, I don't even. That's why I said that I don't even know how to thank God for that particular day because it's God's mercy. It's just God's mercy. Then when everything was in flames, I was shouting because I couldn't see. Because once you stay in the kitchen, everything in my jam. So I ran out of the kitchen. I was now starting calling names, calling the guy to come. Because at that moment, I didn't even know what to do. Instead of me to run back at the back of the house to go and put up the cylinder, and that was not even coming to my mind. Because at that moment, I didn't even know what I was thinking. The only thing I know that I ran out of the kitchen and that my body was shaking. I was shivering, shaking. Oh my God! If you see me, for more than 1 hour, I was still in shock. I don't even know where to begin. Even the wedding itself, I don't even know where to begin. I was still in shock. You guys will not understand what happened that day because I don't know. So as I was saying, I was in shock. Like I didn't even know what to do. A lot of thoughts was coming through my mind at that moment. How I saw the gas exploded, the oven exploded, everywhere was in flames. How the burner just went up. I didn't even know what to do. I was like, God, is that how you love me? Like, you know, I said sometimes anything that happens to me like this is just because of God's grace. If not for the grace of God and the mercy of God upon my life, a lot of things I've done. I might be a dead person by now, but yours just, I don't know, my own. His love for me is so much. Like, God, you love me too much. Let me just put it like that. God loves me so much that I've encountered a lot of things, near-death experience. I've been pointed a gun in the head. A lot of things has happened to me. I've been like, This is the second time God saved me from gas explosion. I was shaking, I was shivering for more than, like, even the trad. I was like, no, actually, I don't think you can go for this trad again, because I didn't even tell anybody. At that moment, I didn't even know what to believe. I don't even know what to say. I just went inside my room, just sat down. I was crying. Yeah, I cried so much that moment I cried. Like, it's not that I'm crying that it's not that the house, maybe the kitchen was on flames, or maybe the gas cooker was on flames. No, the reason why I was crying was because of God's mercy, because of God's love upon my life. That was the reason I was crying. Like, a lot of people have encountered something like this, but they end up being in the hospital. They end up having first, second, or third degree burns. And you know how people see people living with burns in here in Nigeria. Like, you know how people see people living with burns, because burn is not something to laugh about. It's not something to joke with. Anything explosion, like, no matter anything fire, it's not something to joke with. So when I see people that, like, that time I was walking on the way, I saw a girl that she has burns all over her body. Like, it's just the scar that was remaining. When I look at her, I started crying again. The reason why I cried was because I would have been in this kind of situation. Like, when people see me as well, they were just looking at, what happened to this fine girl and what. I would have been in that kind of situation. I cried on the road. I started crying again. I said, God, you are just too much. Like, your grace upon me is too much. So anytime I remember that, I just keep thanking God every day of my life. Igosiri obi ebere mgbe m na-adịghị ike dadi. Igosiri obi ebere mgbe ọ dị ka m nọ n'olulu ọnwụ, n'ịbịara napụta m, wee mee m ka m guzo n'ebe dị elu, ebe dị elu. Chineke, igosiri obi ebere mgbe m na-adịghị ike dadi. Igosiri obi ebere mgbe m na-adịghị ike. Like, I love this song so much that anytime I remember that day, these songs always pop up on my mind, because it's because of His mercy upon my life that He spared me on that faithful day. So that's why I said that, like, this is a very short story, but it has a lot of deep meaning for me. Because I said, if not for the love of God for me on that particular day, a lot of things might have gone wrong in my life. I might not be sitting down here today eating this my yummy noodles that I'm eating. I might not be sitting down today with my pretty face, staring at myself in the mirror all the time. Like, a lot of things would have gone wrong. I might be depressed by now. I might be having anxiety. I might be going through a lot of stuff might be going through my head at this moment. But despite all my imperfections, like that I said, despite all my imperfections, God still showed me love. God still showed me mercy. God still gave me another chance to live. My God, because when I say equipment, some people might not understand the meaning of that equipment, but what it means is that He is the God that says, and He does what He says. So that's, I call Him equipment. I love that song so much, like, because it's again. Whatever He says in my life is what is going to happen. So because that's why I said it is not yet my time, and God knows that it's not yet my time. That's why He keeps on showing me love, showing mercy, like saving me from a lot of things. He's everything. Like, God is so wonderful. He's a wonderful God. He's a marvelous God. And yeah, so I know a lot of people might be waiting to hear the story about my father that I said. And yeah, I have a lot of stories to tell. I have a lot of stories to tell about myself, because this girl sitting down here, like me sitting down here, I have a lot of stories. So coming to my father's part, yeah, that's another story I'm going to tell you people another day. So yeah, some videos people asking me, Nanya, who is your father, who is not your father, people making a lot of assumptions and all. Yeah, soon I'm going to be releasing a video on that. So I'm going to be releasing a video on that, and so that you guys will stop asking me, are you sister to this person, are you sister not to the other person, who are you not, are you from Nnewi, are you from somewhere else? Yeah, I get a lot of that from people, that I don't look like Nnewi people, I don't look like my family people. Everybody must not look alike, we mustn't look alike. And so I'm going to be addressing that notion very soon. And yeah guys, if you've not watched my other videos, please go ahead and do so. Watch go ahead and watch my videos, my cooking videos, my vlogs, my story time videos. Please go ahead and do so. So guys, that's the story of how God saved me from gas explosion. This is officially the end of this story time, and if you really enjoy watching my videos, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel so you guys will stay tuned for my more story time to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.